Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another online karting league race. This is our seniors division. Numbers seem to be a little bit less. Unfortunately, a couple guys had to withdraw very last minute. And as we start, we're going into qualifying. Oh, I think a little bit of a mistake there. Let's see. Qualifying. Oops. And there we go. Right, so yeah, like I said, a couple guys missing tonight. Tate Bishop having issues with his monitors. Johnny Wilson, international karting duties. And a couple more people still outstanding. So 10 karts. Well, we're still waiting on Ricardo Tebet to join us. So it will be 11 kart seniors. And well, hopefully the guys will still put on a good show. We had a mega race with the juniors, and for the first time, really, I think since the start of this, our juniors division had a bigger grid than our seniors. So that really says a lot about the junior development in what we have been doing for the last couple of years, and that is very cool to see. Seniors division, it will definitely be much bigger in a couple of weeks' time when we start with our pro league. I know of many more names to join, but who do we have available tonight? Tristan Duplessis, returning driver from last year, did a couple races. Sergio Dos Santos, as well as Rui Schussler. So all of them are father and sons drivers. Then Czech Republic driver Sebastian Diaz, Lucas Sturman for Angry Racing. Ken Swartz will make his debut tonight. Ken Swartz is a national champion in the Rotax, I believe, Junior Max setup. Ken Swartz part of the Kazoo Racing team, and then Matteo Sugiol is part of the Angry Racing Esports team as well. And then Nico Zafiris will make his debut in the online karting league setup. Jude Stewart, a part of Angry Racing, and then Anvil April is a privateer. So yeah, 10 drivers on the grid. Guys will start doing their first lap now. So who's first on track? Sebastian Diaz is the first one to. No, I'm not lying. I'm the first person out is Jude Stewart. He's leading the way. Going to be the first one to, or was he the last one out? Yeah, it was the last one out. Oops, wrong way. So Sebastian Diaz will be first on track to put down the first lap. And once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are racing with the Senior Max engines this time around, changing it up from last year, last 4 years worth of KF3. So we're changing up the engines this time around, and it makes a much different noise what we have been used to. Leading the way now, 107.6 is Lucas, 0.3 Lucas Sturman, then Sebastian Diaz, and April. Rudy Schussler has gone across the line. Ken Swartz, a 10th off the pace there. Nico going to cross the line now, half a second off the pace. And then Tristan Duplessis and Matteo Sugiol. So all six drivers that posted their first laps are within just over 6 tenths. So 6.5 tenths is the gap between first and last as it stands. The fantastic lap there. It's a long lap, this over a minute. Jude Stewart posting his lap now, 4 tenths off the pace. And then once again we go back to Czech Republic driver Sebastian Diaz. Still waiting on Sergio Dos Santos, Rudy Schussler, and then Ricardo Tebet to join the server. That's the only one we are waiting for, really. See a couple more drivers waking up a little bit late. They join the server very late, but let's see what's happening. Diaz has posted his next lap. So who's leading the way now? Ken Swartz leading the way. Sorry about the moment of silence there. Just getting a lot of messages from drivers trying to get their stuff sorted. Waiting last minute as we've come accustomed to. Everybody always wants to leave everything until the last minute and expect some miracles to happen. Unfortunately, I'm not a miracle worker. There we go, Sebastian Diaz now. Ken Swartz leading the way at 107.207. Then literally 33 milliseconds away is Diaz, then Sturman. So 3 guys within the 10th of each other, and then Jude Stewart in 4th. Sturman crossing the line then, not improving on his lap, and April did improve. See Mark Pollard saying, Kent has been mighty fast all week. Yes, this is Kent's debut season in the sim racing world, but we all know Kent, who is a mega fast real kart driver. So fantastic to see the boys put in the laps. Good, there was a lag. That means somebody just joined the server. There comes Sebastian Venkov leaving it. Absolute last moment. Theo Sujal, also another new driver in the sim racing world, coming from a karting world and decided to join the Angry Racing esports team, and I believe he will also be one of the drivers that represents the Angry Racing Pro League. So that's amazing. Whoops! A little bit of a moment there between Duplessis and Sujal. Sergio Dos Santos is now also going to try and post his lap. For us, Ken Swartz moving down to 3rd place now, with Sturman and Diaz posting faster laps. We also have to bear in mind that the server is going to get rubbered in as we go along, so the boys will all be able to get more lap time, get quicker as we get along. Track evolution is really a thing in this sim, and it gets really, really intense. Dos Santos, 2nd of the pace there, unfortunately. We'd expect all these drivers to end up with 06. Jude Stewart also not running the Angry Racing livery tonight. For some reason the boys end up joining with the incorrect stuff every time. And that's unfortunate. Okay, now Diaz goes into pole position now. He's the first one into the 106s there. So Diaz 106.947. Lucas Sturman 36 milliseconds off the pace there. Here comes Schuschler up now as well. Ken Swartz, 38 milliseconds off the pace there. So Swartz and Sturman is now right on top of each other. Venkov going to post his, he did post his first lap, but not good enough, unfortunately. And Sujal is 8/10 off the pace still. Next guy to cross the line will be Sergio Dos Santos. Santos now going to cross the line into the final corner. Exit he goes. Improves on his lap, but not improving on his position at the moment. And Jude Stewart 2/10 of the pace. Good pace there by Jude Stewart now. So we're 2 minutes to go into qualifying, and the boys are doing it. 3:10 splits the top 4, and that is mega fast around Formula K here in Benoni. The line now, Lucas Sturman. He's got a moment. That's gonna ruin his entire lap there, unfortunately. Diaz still leading the way. Now comes Rudy Schuschler. Still no valid lap by Schuschler. Ken Swartz was the next one to cross the line, who's up into pole position now. Venkov, nope, not yet. Annual April, unfortunately not. Nico Zafiris, half a second off the pace. Tristan Duplessis, 1.6 seconds. Here comes Matteo Sujal now to finish his lap. As of yet. Again, Dos Santos. Guys are spaced nicely on the track. Nobody's working together, which is great. All just trying to do their best laps. Dos Santos not improving. Jude Stewart now crossing the last corner, finishing last corner now, coming out. Does he improve? Nope, still in 4th place. Sebastian Diaz, Kart Republic. What's he going to do? Going to start one more lap after this, so Diaz is in time to get one more lap going. Diaz finishes his lap and improves into 1st place now. Once again, Diaz. Here comes Sturman. Now what's Sturman going to do? Doesn't improve. Rudy Schuschler is going to be able to post a lap. Schuschler posts a lap. Moves himself into the middle of the pack. Smacked in the middle. 19 milliseconds off the lead is Ken Swartz. Venkov goes into 4th place now. April doesn't improve, neither does Tristan Duplessis. Sudyal for Angry Racing Esports coming away. Nope, not improving on his lap, but he has enough time to get one more lap going. Jude Stewart should have just about enough time to finish and get another lap going. Jude Stewart will be the last one to start his final lap, so it's all about Jude Stewart. Will he be able to get in a better lap on the last lap? Right, didn't improve on that one. One more lap to go. Sebastian Diaz. Oh, he gets it all kind of wrong. Oh, that's unfortunate. Into the tyre barriers he goes. That's a very, very second-hand Card Republic. Now Lucas Sturman's the one we'll see cross the line. Will he be able to get it into the front row? Currently in second row. Third position for Lucas Sturman. Final corner, he goes into exit. Gets the line. Okay, qualifying just randomly stopped. Typing way too quick there. Alright, that was an unfortunate incident there. The qualifying stopped while some guys were still finishing the laps. Like I said, very unfortunate, but oh well, that is what it is. Let's have a quick look at who qualified where. If you guys don't mind. Qualifying summary. So Sebastian Diaz got pole position, 106. 8.45. Then Ken Swartz in second place, 106.865. Lucas Sturman in third. Then Sebastian Venkov, followed by Jude Stewart and Nico Zafiris. Then Rui Schuschler, Anwar April, Matteo Sudyal, Sergio Dos Santos, and then Tristan Duplessis. 11 cards on track for the final. Mega excited to see what goes on here. Right, 7 seconds to go. And we are going to wait for the lights to go out and start racing. Right, Sudyal didn't go to track. That's unfortunate. Sudyal's not going to do the final. Or the pre-final, rather. Start sequence, that's the lights go out, and away we go. Ooh, sleeping on the grid is Ken Swartz there, not having any idea what's happening. Getting away very quickly is Sebastian Diaz, Lucas Sturman getting up quickly, and then Venkov in third. Sending it down the inside of Venkov is Jude Stewart. Oh, car clips. Oh, that's Ken Swartz clipping the tyre barrier on the outside. That's nose cone off, and that will most likely be the end of his race. And a spin, 360 there, getting his card going again. Ken Swartz, unfortunately, getting it all kinds of wrong on the first start to his debut race in online karting league. Lucas Sturman up into second place now with Venkov just behind him, then Jude Stewart, then Nico Zafiris. And April just behind him. His cards are mega fast, he's mega quick on track. Let's see who's going to draw first blood in the pre-final of season number 5. Oh, Nico touching. Same thing happened than what we saw from Sebastian Diaz in his qualifying lap. Nico Zafiri touching the tires on the outside there, spinning him around, unfortunately. Sergio Dos Santos just retired. So now it seems like we're playing survival of the fittest. Last man standing. Who's going to be able to do that? We are using the SKM physics, as well as the Rotax Senior Max Lucas Sturman now going to try and catch onto the back of Sebastian Diaz, who's had it his way since the start of this race, which is amazing. Let me just change up on the audio. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. And we will get going. Thank you. Does that sound better? Lucas Sturman, Sebastian Diaz, Sebastian Venkov. So we're in a Venkov, not a Venkov, a Sebastian sandwich. That is Lucas Sturman now. So it's Sturman, Diaz, Venkov having a proper go at it. Venkov's trying to send it down the inside. Sturman seems like he went a little bit sideways into that second corner. Down the hill. Venkov moves himself up into second place. So Venkov up into second place. And Sturman moves down one position. And Jude Stewart for Agri Racing just behind Lucas Sturman. So two Agri Racing drivers in third and fourth. Let's just have a look at what's happening at the back. Further down the grid, Jude Stewart in fourth. Then that should be Rudy Schischler in fifth place. Anwar April in sixth. Niku, no, that's Ken Swartz on track in seventh. Tristan Duplessis. Also, there's a couple nose cones gone. Niku Zafiris at the back here, unfortunately. Not having it his way after that. I think I was in the second lap. We'll go back to the front here. One junior that moved up into the seniors this year is Sebastian Venkov, and he's already starting his race or championship fight in second place in the division already. Sebastian Diaz, who finished the season in third place last year, is leading the way. He has no Troy Dolenchek so far this year. No Dolenchek. Tate Bishop withdrew very last minute because of issues with his monitor. Johnny Wilson up in, I believe he's in the US, doing some racing. Will be hopefully back for the next one. And then a couple names missing. Jason Kutsia, John Henry Vaughan. So still heaps of seniors that we should hopefully see return. But it's a fantastic race so far. Sebastian Diaz and then Venkov, and then Lucas Sturman's got a time penalty, so that should promote Stewart up into third place. Jude Stewart will be in net third because of time penalties, but Venkov is now starting to hassle the rear of this Kart Republic of Sebastian Diaz. Lucas Sturman is now starting to have a little bit of a sniff here behind Venkov. Getting some proper two-stroke fumes under that visor now, and he's going to start hunting. As I say that, he opens up the gap a bit. So seems like Diaz is just managing the lead. No threat as of yet. I don't know if the guys know, but they are able to tuck. Tucking has been enabled from this season onwards as well. And now Venkov is all over the rear of Sebastian Diaz. Venkov trying to do something. Diaz going on the defensive, compromising his exit a little bit. So Venkov is now all over the rear of Diaz, which also opens the door for Sturman to get a little bit of a sniff again. And then we'll probably see Stewart start getting closer. Last 3 laps, or 3 laps to go. Three-way battle for the lead. First blood to be drawn for the pre-final first race of the seniors. Well, down the inside goes Lucas Sturman for Angry Racing, moving himself up into second. A little bit of a cutback there by Venkov, but the inside line into the corkscrew. Nope, Venkov hangs it on the outside and he keeps control of that kart, moves himself back into second place. Fantastic stuff from Venkov and Sturman. Really well respected driving from them. Amazing stuff. Father and sons. Oh no, I believe Venkov is part of a different team this year. At least his entry showed. Let me just double check that quickly. Venkov is part of Kabuki Motorsports. So our friend Kyle Lawrence, his team. So Venkov, so we've got Koch Republic, Kabuki and Angry Racing having a go at it for the first heat victory in the season, in season 5 of online karting. Oh, a little bit of a love tap there by Lucas Sturman, pushing Venkov out just a bit there, making him lose a position. That's very unfortunate there. So Sturman, a little bit of a naughty love tap. But Sturman promoting himself into second place with that naughty driving there. But Venkov's not letting go of this. He's still here. He's still keen. Very, very keen to be involved in this fight. Proper racing. We might not have a lot of karts on track, but we do have some quality racing. It was always a gamble for us to start our season this early with a lot of guys still doing their what we call our festive time of the year. So most of these kids will start going to school this week. And some guys still have international karting travel or duties. So we should see our numbers go up drastically in the next couple of weeks. Oh, Lucas Sturman getting a little bit of... going a little bit sideways on the exit of the corner there. Opening up the door for Venkov once more. Venkov seems like he's really keen to get involved with this one. Well, Venkov sending it down the inside into the... Oh, nope. He thought about it. He tried something there. And Lucas Sturman was having absolutely none of that. Into the corkscrew we go once more. Lap 8 of 9. Starting our final lap now. Well, into the final sector we go to start our final lap. Let's just have a look. Jude Stewart still just hanging back here in 4th place. Then Rudy Schuschler still keeping it clean. His internet's holding on to it for now. Then... and well, April, Ken Swartz, no scone, but he's just trying to hang on to this race. And then Nico Zafiris and Tristan Duplessis also no scone. Start of the final lap. Sebastian Diaz gets going in the final lap. Will he keep it clean and just manage the rest of this race? Lucas Sturman is going to have Sebastian Venkov all over the back of him. Will we have Sebastian 1-2? That we will confirm in the next minute or two. For the next couple of seconds, I guess, really. Down the inside goes Sebastian Venkov once more. Oh, again, Lucas Sturman leaving him just enough place to drive, but not enough to get past him. And Venkov really tried everything there. He got it all kinds of wrong on the exit of the corkscrew. That's going to compromise his exit completely and maybe give Jude Stewart a run down into the final sector now. Will Jude Stewart seize... Nope, I don't think there's going to be enough of a gap for Jude Stewart. Sebastian Venkov, last couple corners now into the final double right-hander. Keeping it nice and clean off the curbs. Going around the corner, Sebastian Venkov is your winner of the first heat in our online karting league South African Championship. No points to be had in the pre-final though. All the points are on offer in the final. But that's top honors for Sebastian Diaz. Very well driven drive there. Nice and clean. No issues from Diaz. And then Lucas Sturman in 2nd place. Sebastian Venkov in 3rd. Jude Stewart 4th. And well, April in 5th. Nico Zafiris in 6th place. 7th is Ken Swartz, who had a very unfortunate start to the race. And then Tristan Duplessis in 8th. Rudy Schuschler in 9th. And then at the back there's Seth dos Santos and Mateo Sudial, who unfortunately didn't finish the race. And we'll just give everybody a moment to finish. Right, straight into the final we go. And once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Seems like we've got a good crowd tonight. Good turnout in the viewers. So very, very thank you everybody for joining us in Online Karting League. Tomorrow night, well actually after this race, we'll go straight into the Masters Division. And then tomorrow night, we'll start with our very first European race. Or European League rather. And that will be at Paul Fletcher International. So tune in tomorrow. That's a bit later for the South Africans. It's European residents only. But that will be a mega race as well. With the likes of Alphonse Kiwi, who is currently the OKL KV UK World Champion, will also be racing in the European Championship starting tomorrow. So definitely keep a keen eye on the YouTube channel for that tomorrow night. We're just waiting on all the drivers to go to grid, and then we can get going. Hopefully this time around Ken Swartz doesn't have a bit of a moment and he just gets straight into the swing of things. Right, lights out and away we go. Straight good start there by Lucas Sturman down the inside. Sebastian, oh look at Jude Stewart coming up into third place already, pushing himself into third there. Sebastian Venkov having none of that, staying on the inside, keeping his position. Alright, there we go. Sturman into first place. Sebastian Diaz up into second. Well, going down into second rather, losing position to Sturman on the start. And then... oh, we lost Venkov. Venkov had a bit of a moment there and fell off in the background. What happened to Venkov? Venkov is right at the back now. So that's unfortunate. And Sergio dos Santos losing a nose cone again. And let's just have a look. Ken Swartz this time around getting away cleanly. And this is now all about Ken Swartz. He's going to be able to go through the pack here this time around. And well, April is the guy in his way at the moment. Will Ken Swartz... oh, there we see Sebastian Diaz going off as well into the burst there. Venkov, Diaz coming back on track. 30 tires will stay out of the way. Need to clean those tires for a couple of corners before he gets onto his comebacks charge as well. And well, April tucking, using the tucking down the straight, trying to gain as much as momentum as he possibly can. Oh, just a clip there by Ken Swartz, unfortunately losing his kart completely. Needing to rejoin cleanly there. Okay, all the guys stay out of the way. Ken Swartz moving, that's unfortunate. But leading the way still is Lucas Sturman. Jude Stewart, so Angry Racing 1-2. And that's Anwar April up into second place. And then Sebastian Diaz in fourth. Tristan Duplessis and then Rudy Schuschler. I see Rudy Schuschler sending it down the inside. No, he didn't. It seemed like there was going to be a bit of a moment there. Rudy Schuschler not having all his way through that little bit of a moment there. So just decided to hang off and try and get closer to Tristan Duplessis. These drivers are driving for the same team, Father and Sons Racing. Schuschler all over the back of Tristan Duplessis now. It is a Tony Kart versus Formula K at Formula K in Benoni. Layout E. And these four-stroke drivers are definitely very used to driving this layout because that's what they do at Formula K. Layout E is known as the four-stroke layout. And the Rotax and Rock guys are used to driving the D layout or the D reverse. Right now we've got... oh, there's a battle up front as well. And well, April's going to send it down the inside of Sebastian Diaz. Ooh, Sebastian Diaz went for a pass there. And well, April, don't know what happened there, but he just sent himself into the tires from what I could see. That's unfortunate. Venkov making his comeback drive as well. Excuse me. Now it's Annual April unfortunately clipping the tire, and that ruins the race for Rudy Schussler as well, who got back onto the track very easily there. Matteo Sujal this time around in the race at least, and he's just trying to get to grips with this race. And then Ken Swartz also had a bit of a moment there. Ken Swartz now up into, where's Ken Swartz? In 7th place, seeing him down the inside of Nico Zafiris. So it's all over the place at the moment. A lot of these drivers, Ken Swartz having a debut, all 3 of these guys have their debut races in online karting league, so a whole bunch of new people and a whole bunch of returning faces, still outstanding. So hopefully next round we'll have a big turnout. Still a whole lot of juniors missing as well, so we should maybe see a 20 kart grid in juniors and seniors the next time around, which will be mega. Ken Swartz trying to make a comeback drive, not having the best of nights. We all know he's got the speed. We saw him during this week's practice. He was up there the whole time, and during qualifying tonight as well. So just a bit of a moment in that pre-final caused Ken Swartz to fall down the grid. Alright, Lucas Thurman still leading the way. Angry Racing 1-2 as it stands. Lucas Thurman, then Jude Stewart, then Sebastian Diaz in 3rd after having a bit of a moment in the start of the race. Angry Racing will be very happy with what their boys are putting on offer tonight, and that is excluding a couple Angry Racing drivers as well. So well, so far, if Angry Racing wins this race, it's a clean sweep for the Angry Racing team tonight, with Ruan Victor winning, or taking top step for Angry Racing in the juniors division, and then Lucas Thurman and Jude Stewart as it stands leading the way. So it's all about the Cape Townians so far. Cape Town drivers leading the pack. And then Sebastian Diaz, the next driver, Kart Republic Africa driver. Will Sebastian Diaz be able to pull himself back another step? He's currently in 3rd place, so he's got podium secured as it stands, but will he be able to get into 2nd and maybe even top spot after being taken out? Just keep an eye on the gap though. So 4 seconds is the gap between Sturman and Diaz. Does Diaz have any more pace to move himself up another position? I will just go further down. Tristan Duplessis in 4th place as it stands. Then a comeback drive by Venkov in 5th place as it stands now. And then we've got Ken Swartz in 6th, smack there in the middle. And then Nico Zafiris on track is in 7th, but Annual April, according to the timing sheet, is in 7th. And then Sergio Dos Santos, a very second-hand Xpree kart there, as well as Matteo Sujal, very second-hand Angry Racing kart, as well as Rudy Schussler. So the guys are trying to shed some weight off those karts, trying to gain some speed on track, not necessarily working for them. Let's go back to that battle on track here. We see a battle between Venkov and Tristan Duplessis. Kabuki Motorsports versus Father and Sons Racing. And then Kazoo Racing just behind him, trying to catch up. We'd expect Venkov and Ken Swartz to be very competitive throughout the season. Just had a very unfortunate start to the finals. Ooh, a little bit of a love tap there on the side by Tristan Duplessis, closing the door, but a cutback opportunity now from Venkov. Going to send it down the inside into the aeroplane section. Ooh, big love tap on the side. And just shunted him off of the track there. Wow, and then the game physics, nope. And then Tristan Duplessis sends Ken Swartz off the track as well. No apparent reason. Ken Swartz is not having a great start to his online karting league championship, unfortunately. Just trying to keep it clean and get through the race. Just having a look at the gap up front now. Diaz loses another second to Sturman. So Sturman seems like he's got everything under control. We'll watch the battle between Annual April and Ken Swartz. Swartz really not having the greatest of evenings, unfortunately. Am I seeing a battle between the no-nose cones here at the back? Schuschler and Sudjal, they might as well have fun while they're at it. But, April just nudging Ken Swartz from the back there. Zafri's got a nose cone missing, so it should be easy pickings for Ken Swartz, moving himself back up a position. But the leaders, as it stands, big gaps between them. No real racing happening as it stands. But Lucas Sturman is trying to put down a mega marker for this season. Sturman wants to start the season on the top step, get into the swing of things from the get-go. Sturman finishing in second last year behind multiple OKL champion Troy Dolenchek. So will Sturman have it his way this time around? Question is, will Sturman take the reins? Has the baton been handed over last year from Dolenchek to Sturman? Will Sturman be the guy that takes all the podiums this year around? Or will the likes of Diaz, Venkov, Ken Swartz, even Jude Stewart be able to do something about that? Or will we see somebody like Tate Bishop, who's also a former national champion in South Africa, be able to pose a real charge for the championship? Long season ahead though, five races count, 7 rounds in total. Anybody that gets a disqualification will unfortunately drop 3 rounds, because disqualifications can't count as a dropped round in our championship. So we go lap 10 of 13. As the gaps start building up. Very white cart there. I don't know why Luca and Jude don't have their Angry Racing kits. But Sebastian Diaz is repping Kart Republic properly tonight. Proper racing. We've had some good battles on track, and then some unfortunate incidents between some of the drivers. And you know, like I said, a lot of these kids are returning from their holidays this week, so obviously still a lot of holiday rust in their minds. So they need to shake it off, get better, and improve the quality of driving for the next race, which will be in 2 weeks' time. For the Pro League, for all these drivers that do decide to enter into the Pro League, where there's of course already some prize money involved. We're looking at about 20,000 Rand of sponsorship from Tiso Consulting Group, and all the teams' entry fees will also go into the pot. So we could potentially look at something like 50,000 Rand worth of prize money for the Pro League division, and that will be very, very nice, and a nice incentive. And hopefully we can get some more sponsors involved. Sebastian Diaz having a little bit of a moment there. Venkov managed to do a really good comeback drive up into 4th place after being at the back of the pack after, turn number 3 that was. So very, very good comeback drive. I see a big moment there by 206. Tristan Duplessis going very slowly there on the exit of the hairpin by the aeroplane. Two more laps to go. Currently following Ken Swartz for Kazoo Racing. Very second-hand nose cone there. Ken Swartz has been through every bit of bump that he could have been. He's really been through the trenches tonight, if I can call it that. really had a lot of incidents, unfortunate incidents with other drivers on track. We've got number 233 having a big moment here. That is Sebastian Venkov. Still has all of his cart intact though, so that's good for him. Right, start of the last lap. Angry Racing still leading the way. Lucas Sturman trying to be the Stig tonight, as well as Jude Stewart. Weren't really successful because they're running their own helmets, but they missed the opportunity to join with the Angry Racing carts. Lucas Sturman starting the final sector now, going to go through the corkscrew. Pretty much start to finish leading for Lucas Sturman. Just, what's that, 4 or 5 more corners to navigate. Amazing driving from these guys. Consistent. Most of them at least. And some good debut races for a lot of these guys. Ken Swartz managed, okay, winning the race. There's Lucas Sturman, then Jude Stewart for Angry Racing. Then Carter Public driver Sebastian Diaz in 3rd. And then Ken Swartz will finish in 4th place after being through the trenches tonight. Sebastian Venkov will cross the line in 4th, but Ken Swartz, time penalties to Venkov, I'm assuming. Here we go. And then in 6th place will be Tristan Duplessis then, and April. Niku Zafiris in 8th place. And then Sergio Dos Santos with a very, very second hand looking Expri in 8th, so that's some penalties there. Matteo Sujal also getting up ahead of Zafiris, so 9th place, and then Zafiris in 10th, and then retired was Rudy Schussler. Right, and the server will crash, guys. I'm going to say goodbye to you for a quick 10-15 minute break. We're going to head over to the driver's briefing quickly for the Masters division, and then we'll go live. I'd probably say about 5 past, quarter past, or 5 past 10 past maybe for the Masters. We're running a little bit behind, but we'll call that